Head like dinner.
Yeah, that was actually well done by Behemoth. He wanted to get the perfect block off, and he also wanted to cycle his stuns with Pandemonium so it didn't overlap, and he got like the maximum stun time out of it. And that's pretty much what he did. He waited for Panda to use his spells, and then he just blocked him off perfectly afterwards. You saw him, he kept animation canceling. He was like just spam animation canceling to get the perfect one off.
Yeah, he was thought he was at a concert. Raise the roof. Arr, 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 yeah.
Yeah, R indeed.
Alright, so we are now sitting at just after the 8.5 minute mark. We're sitting at a 5-3 score, slightly in the favor here of Richard, Hag, Velociprator, whatever their name is. And like, what do we got going on? We got Mr. Polywog in the middle, who's now level 7, you know, top of their team, followed closely by that wretched, by the Panda. And the Panda, did he just hit 7? And so they're kind of, you know, the flagship spearheads of the Legion, and to counter that, we only really have Repulsor at 7, who's been doing a great mid, so to speak. He has died, but I mean, they did get that early Polywog Priest kill off, so could have been a little overconfident. And then, of course, Malikan just dinging 7 right now. So, as I said, cheek for cheek right now is sort of what everyone is going for.
Yeah, they swapped Hag out fairly early. I'm actually pretty happy with how fast they did it. I mean, it wasn't extremely fast, but they realized that she wasn't, you know, no possible way for her to get any levels, so she's now going toe-to-toe with Valkyrie. There's actually not that much of a level gap considering, you know, where she started from. So that's pretty good. The wards went down from Polywog in the middle. I don't know exactly what happened there, that he dropped them in the middle of the river. Maybe he thought he had enough you know, disable time on Repulsor to take him down. I didn't see. I saw him jump away and he was pretty much at full health, so I'm not sure exactly what took place.
Well, Chalice and Bottle and probably a health potion to boot. He's now going to come down south here for a gank. That is indeed a Hellborn ward, and this Legion one not going to see him, but at the same time everyone's kind of just camping the forest, waiting for whatever bad things to come. Behemoth going out to be kind of the bait. But this is one of the great reasons why Dr. Repulsor is a great mid, because of his ultimate. He can just jump out of virtually anything you can throw.
No. No. They just dropped a ward behind the tower at bottom lane, and they put it in range of the tower, and it got taken out.
Oops.
It's unfortunate.
Well, that's a waste of 100 gold, yeah.
Yeah. I did it again.
Looks like the two top lanes there for the Legion are definitely doing well. Both towers down as we kind of keep our focus here on the bottom. Is that a Polywog? That is a Polywog going against a Repulsor. There you go. There's his ultimate, getting him out of that sticky situation. And really that's kind of just fragmented the forces here, as it looks like Malikan is in a lot of trouble. Nope, his sword throw is going to be perfectly timed. Can't really expect too much else at this point. And he's going to come back in to probably pick up this Behemoth kill. There you go. Down goes the big guy to sleep.
Yeah, a little bit of back and forth.
A little bit.
As we actually have what looks... yeah, a tower dive, a massive tower dive incoming.
This is where Panda needs to go clutch. Needs to go clutch. Nope, gonna get frozen, and FourCourtJester is gonna go down. There's a port in from Valkyrie and Behemoth. Behemoth, wow, that, you know, great use of a power supply there. Gonna get out of that one, but that was only really a 1-for-1. Nope, there's still. Who was that? That was Andromeda. Andromeda's still going down, but it was able to tick off the last hit points of that Behemoth. So 2 for 2, which is very impressive considering that the tower was beaten on them that entire time. Panda might be able to exact a little bit of revenge here, but I do believe he's kind of out of mana, and that's not going to work too well for him. But the Poly Ward coming in with the wards and trapping Repulsor with the Tongue Tide and the Lightning. You're not going to be getting out of that one, big guy.
A little shock to the shocker.
I still swear, he looks like Doc Ock from that Spider-Man movie, just with more legs.
I thought the same thing, especially his death animation, all the mechanical limbs. I'm assuming there was a little inspiration going on there. I'm not upset. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so if that's the case.
Nope, I don't read the comics or watch the shows, or I don't even think I saw the third movie. So. You can say whatever you want about him here, dude.
Nah, this is going back. I don't read them anymore either, but I definitely was a fan of Spider-Man. I watched the first 2 movies.
Fair enough. Behemoth giving a love tap there to Andromeda. Not too sure what else they're supposed to go on, but just saying, hello, I'm up here and you're not. So that is now sitting us at a level 8 Panda with a level 9 Poliwag. Poliwag's definitely fared very well in the mid. He's sitting at 60 creep kills. We're only 12 minutes 40 seconds into this game. Yeah, so he definitely has the top there, but Poliwag going through the river, never a great idea, as those wards are just going to really alert you to their presence. 5-second arrow on that Glacius. I don't quite think this is going to save his life, but down goes Glacius in retaliation. And wow, it just seems like TP5 wants a piece of the Legion, all of them up here, and even the support from Behemoth and Voodoo Jester not going to be putting them in the clear. But the Malakin came pretty close to dying. But that was basically a 2 kill for 1 there, and really, yeah, that's the danger with going through this river. You don't have a ward, they do, they know, and they probably won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, a little bit overconfidence. You wonder, like, you know, what exactly we're thinking. Like, sometimes you see a team going in there, they must have an idea in mind when they're doing it. Perhaps they thought there was only 1 or more, but yeah, definitely didn't pay off. So like you said, I mean, in scrims, high-level scrims, you don't see those kind of mistakes happen more than once. Do you see any items yet? I haven't really looked.
Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking the same thing. The name of the game in this one, at least on the Legion side, is Chalice. Chalice on a Panda, Chalice on a Behemoth, Chalice on the Voodoo Jester, and no, I don't think there's going to be a Chalice on the Poliwag. But that's three of the members right there with it. It seems to be the biggest pickup at this point. Nobody really else on the Legion side is showing any kind of big item pickups. I mean, look at the gold. I mean, we've got 1,000 gold there on Panda, who, I don't know, might be going straight for a nullstone. He does have his life tube set up.
Yeah, most likely he's gonna go that route. I'm waiting to see what Malakin goes for his next item. He's pretty much sitting at, like, you know, the early start basic items with, you know, the steam boots, the chalice, and the battery. Repulsor, let me see the particular farm on the repulsor, because it doesn't have many, as actually seems to be a Kongor attempt taking place, so it's probably going to take a while. I'll just look at repulsor in the meantime. Sitting at, yeah, 178 gold per minute, so he really needs to pick that up if he plans on, you know, doing a little bit of semi-carrying of his own.
I can't actually watch the Kongor fight. It's just too loud. I mean, that's one party hardy animal there. So yeah, I mean, basically at this point, there's nothing really super great picked up. But I mean, this is a 15-minute Kongor car. That's a pretty impressive pickup for this Hellborn team.
Yeah, I always like when teams take advantage of their, you know, particular heroes. With Malakin's lifesteal and Andromeda Aurora and their slow combos and stuns, a 15-minute Kongor definitely puts them quite a bit ahead. And it actually goes on Dr. Repulsor, which is a smart move. He's probably going to be jumping in a little bit ahead of Malakin to give him, you know, better ultimate placement. So I'll wait to the next team fight. You'd expect them to push pretty soon, usually after, you know, the token comes out. They wanna, you know, use it to be a little more aggressive, but I don't actually see any offensive wards coming out. It's pretty much all on the Hellborn side. So, we're gonna have to wait and see. As Dr. Pulse does get opened up on bottom, a flick by Panda, but he actually goes right out of it. Panda's gonna ultimate on Hag, who's getting face smashed to death right here, and she will just barely get the blink off. So yeah.
I heard a Valkyrie arrow go down, but I think it landed on a creep. But, I mean, impressive word placement, impressive, really, initiation on that, but nobody died. So that's unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. I mean, those wards, I mean, a little bit closer would have been near that tower, and now, I mean, you're kind of denied that great pushing power of those wards because they're just not there anymore.
Yeah, this is kind of a situation where they don't have the wards, but they don't want to back off. They're all 5 here. They're like, we gotta do this. We gotta do something. So they're waiting around. In the meantime, Malakin is at the top, so it's not a 5v5, but then again, they don't have all their ultimates. Behemoth, not at level 6 yet, so he's lacking that, you know, that very beastly ultimate. So, yeah. Oh, nice arrow onto Andromeda, so go ahead.
No, that you couldn't say it better myself. A great 4.5 second arrow leading up to a Behemoth, and then a Polywog, I do believe, is what went on there. A good toe down on Repulsor, leaving him out of everything, but Hag was able to blink out of that no problem. And really, I mean, that's 1-for-1 the Voodoo Jester for that Andromeda. And, well, at this point, it's just some support trading for support, and keeping these guys on the defensive, at least at this point, makes, you know, ticks down this token on Dr. Repulsor, so the longer they're on defensive, that's the less time they have to plan on the offensive. While they pause, I'm actually just going to request a pause of my own. So sorry about that, folks, but I mean, I do believe my sound is way too loud for that, and now it's been turned down. No more getting in the way there. So yeah, back to Dr. Repulsor. He does have that token. I mean, there's nothing really else to say really about him, but you know, the longer they're on the defensive, he's kind of forced to blow it in something that's not going to be super daring, nothing like a big tower dive right up to the base or anything, because you don't have that safety net.
Yeah, the last fight, I don't know. You said they were on the defensive, but Malakin was actually farming the top lane up until the very end, pushing that lane out. So I mean that's pretty much what they want to do. Giving their carry all the farm he can get while all 5 of them had to group up bottom. They didn't actually get the tower down, so 1 hero kill for 1 hero kill, and just standing there outside their tower. I don't know if I'd consider that a win. I mean, not a loss, I guess.
Well, they're just trading blows at this point. I mean, it's a very close game. Look at the experience. Look at the gold difference. I mean, we're hitting 18 minutes 20 seconds right now, and really the towers is the only defining difference at this point. I mean, less than 1,000 experience, less than 2,000 gold. Any of that can change with a great team fight from either team at this point. So, I mean, they're just feeling each other out, waiting for that perfect moment to strike. The one advantage that the Hellborn do have, however, is that token. So it's something really got to keep in the forefront of your mind during these battles.
Yeah, arrows coming out and Behemoth Fissure coming out trying to set something up, but nothing actually takes place. A little bit of footsies going on, both teams trying to get the better position, but when you're in the river like they are right now, it's kind of hard to get the better, you know, the upper hand.
Well, when you're below in the river, then yeah, the hill definitely would have a nice upper hand. But I mean, it does come down to vision, range, comes down to the tower as well. I mean, they did what they wanted to do. This tower's, you know, got some damage on it, which is, well, good. And at the same time, you know, forcing everyone. Now they know exactly where all the Legion are. And I did see Malakin. I think he did a panic there at the time because he blew his ult. I'm not too sure why.
Yeah, perhaps a misclick or a panic click, like you said. I guess that his R is his panic button.
My panic button with Thunderbringers definitely are. Yep.
Yeah. My panic button is my keyboard. I just face roll.
And do you stomp? I bet you stomp.
We have some action going on top.
Do we now? We have a Malakin who is stuck in... Oh, did that really get happen? He jumped into the creep wave and got stuck in the creeps. Is that what happened there?
Wait, what? Yeah, he used his sword throw to farm, and then he was left without any escape whatsoever, so... Sometimes you just get the short end of the stick.
Couldn't say it better myself, but with Malakin down, that's a 20-second window where these guys could potentially push down any number of towers that they wanted, considering Malakin, of course, he is sitting at 11, he's on par with the Legion carries. What's he doing? He's up to 93 creep kills now with a good gold per minute average of, you know, about 290, just a little bit under that polywog, so he's definitely the biggest threat on their team, but they did not want to take that window of opportunity. They did not want to push. Just playing it very passive. Up top, it looks like Wretched Hag does not want to play it passive because there's now 3 heroes up here, and Polywog, is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Everything going down. Valkyrie does not have her ultimate. I was going to say that was a great opportunity for her to use her ultimate